Hey y'all, so I know I look crazy. It is what it is. I just want to come on real quick because I'm in a state of mind today of just like real gratitude. Like I'm extremely grateful for where I am and almost like apologetic for not necessarily, how do I say it? Like I know that I'm thankful and grateful, but I feel like to the extent in which that I'm grateful for, I haven't really expressed it for real because of whatever reason. Um, So I did my vendor event yesterday, and I did start to record for y'all. I tried to record the intro like 3 or 4 times and kept getting interrupted. And then before I knew it, things were rolling, okay? But just thinking about my business and just me in general. And that's why, hence, if you've seen my post this morning, this is what it was for. And I just feel so deeply to it that I wanted to make another video about it. So my business, I realized this morning a deeper realization that my business is not just for other people. My business is for me too. It's really been helping me so much. And to think that I started my candle business because I was coming out of depression, and that's what helped me get out of my depression. It was a lot of lonely nights, a lot of days where I would just come home from work being so super stressed out and overwhelmed and just didn't want to do it, but didn't have another choice. That I would just come home and light candles and drink wine. Like I went through so much wine. I was drinking so much wine. I wasn't an alcoholic. I didn't have to have it, but it just turned into my thing because I'm just like, well, this is the one thing that I can control. It helps me to relax. I don't have to worry about being overworked and overwhelmed as I often do in my life. One day, y'all, things hit me so hard of how far I had fallen into depression. It was scary for me. Like it was legit scary. And it all happened because of one day I got into an argument with my boyfriend. And it wasn't even like a super huge deal. It was just like a few words exchanged. And that was it for real. And then something started to happen to me. And nobody was home. I was all by myself. And I had what I now know as panic attack. And that was the very first one. Looking back, I realized that's when things had gone too far for me. That's how long things had been going, where I'm just like, I'm gonna be strong, I'm gonna let it go, whatever, put it under the fridge. I thought I was getting over things, but I was really suppressing them, and it finally had got to a point where it exploded. And after that, I continuously having panic attacks. I continuously breaking down mentally. And the candle and the wine to me was just like my grounding. That's what kept me grounded. So then I would start to add in, like, let me write down how I feel. Let me just get it out of my head, because I don't feel like I can talk to nobody for real. Not that I don't have people to talk to. I do. I just don't want to be judged. I don't want to be looked at in a different kind of way. I didn't want people to think I was crazy. So I just started writing stuff. And I will never forget, I was sitting in my garage and all of these feelings and emotions came over me, and I couldn't do anything but cry. And I prayed and I begged God, like, take me out of this, whatever this is. Take me out of this. I can't bear it. I can't do it. I started having all kind of thoughts like, Lord, this is not good. I know it's not good, but I don't know how to get out of this. And I laid down. I came back in. I laid down and I kind of dozed off and went to sleep. And in my sleep, I seen like me selling candles. And when I got back up, I just lit another candle. And I don't know what happened from there, but all I heard was just this nagging, like, you need to sell a candle. But I'm like, I don't know the first thing about a candle. I don't know nothing about the candle. And then I heard so clearly, your pain is the purpose. I'm like, my pain is the purpose, my pain is the purpose, my pain is the purpose. So then I'm like, what if I was to sell these candles as like a piece, like help other people find peace? And I ordered everything on Amazon. And I just started doing stuff in my kitchen. Like, I had no idea of how to do a candle, how to make a candle. I had no idea of what what was the right thing to do. I had no idea. But I slowly started to get it. And the more and more I indulged in it, the more and more I started to understand what the pain is in your purpose meant. I went through everything I went through, not just for you, but for me to wake up to who I really am and to get into what I was called to do. And what I'm called to do is not to be a candle lady. What I'm called to do is to help people into their peace and in their healing. And just know that it's light at the end of the tunnel. My candles are a gateway to that. But even like thinking about the business, I thought about it this morning after the event, because I posted, I think it was on YouTube. I was just kind of staring at my table. And I'm like, wow, this all started in my kitchen. Like, this all started in my kitchen with just a little glass jar that I was burning my hands on, a little wax metal pot that I got from Amazon, some purple dye, some blue dye, and some fragrance oils that I had no idea that I thought, you know, oh, this feels like a lot, and wondering why the candles wasn't working because it wasn't enough, because I didn't know the science behind it. But just sitting there looking at that table really helped me understand every effort I make in this business, every time I create something new in this business. It's not about the product itself. It's about the healing behind it. And even in that, like I said, I know that the things that I make and the things that I create are to induce somebody to really think about where they are and to promote healing, especially for single mothers, because that's where I feel like a lot of my trauma came from. And I feel like that's where a lot of my childhood trauma started to come up, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe I'll do another video about that another time. But doing this business and all of these things has led me to be a better person. It has led me to really searching myself and really understanding things about myself that I didn't know the day before, and just really making me look and be aware of who I am, who I'm presenting myself as, the things that I have internally, what type of person I want to be. Most of that is coming from me doing this business, because I take it very, very serious about trying to help the next person. Like I said, I love helping people in general, but a single mom, you know, like when I look in the mirror, I know the struggle. I understand the struggle. I know how it breaks you down mentally and physically. I know. Like, even like today, I'm sitting here, I'm dog tired. Like, I'm so tired. But it's like I got so much stuff to do. I got so much to do. We never get a break. And we don't have time to really check in with ourselves. We don't have time to really focus on what we feel like. We don't have time to, you know, reflect on the situation that happened and figure out how to move from it. We just like on autopilot all the time. That's my purpose, my calling. I get so much gratification out of just helping people see the light, because it wasn't all the time that I seen it. It wasn't all the time that I believed that better days were coming. It wasn't all the time that I thought my life could look different. Having that realization and seeing just how far I've come because I decided to make a change in my life. Like I said, a lot of stress has come after I made that decision to say yes to my calling. A lot of stress has come to me because I decided to say yes to be faithful to God. I decided that my life was going to be a reflection of who He is. And I have had a lot of struggles. I have been going through the absolute most. Y'all can see from the history of my videos on this channel lately. And I've just reached a point that I understand and that I'm totally grateful. Not that I want to go through situations, not that. But because every situation brings me closer to God, it helps me to be more in tune with myself. And I feel like that's the best way for me to get to somebody else, because I can get the clarity. So all of my stresses and my struggles lately are all worth it, because it's making me better. It's all making me better. And if I didn't have the mindset now, if I didn't have the mindset that I have now, I don't know where I would be, to be honest. I have no idea where I would be. It's really a scary thought to think about. Because that business and God whispering to me the pain, the purposes, the pain. God whispering to me, just sell it to somebody. As a matter of fact, when I first started making them, I took one to work to just test it. The people at work were asking me to buy it. That's where I'm like, buy it. I'm not worthy of selling anything. That's how I felt. Like, I'm not worthy of selling nothing to nobody. Like, who am I to sell something to somebody? Who am I to teach somebody something? Who am I? That's where all of that self-doubt comes from. And listen, God's still dealing with me on that. Still dealing with me on imposter syndrome. Still, because internally, I'm still dealing with stuff. I'm still going through stuff. As a child, I never felt good enough. Only to my father. I never felt good enough. I never felt worthy enough. So I knew I was loved, but I didn't feel truly valued. And that's carried over into my adult life. And I'm not gonna cry. Just realizing that that's been the thing that's been holding me up in my life. So now I'm fighting to get past that and see myself differently. I know I'm an amazing person. I know I have so much to offer to somebody. But the second I start to do something, those thoughts creep in. Like, who are you? Like, who are you to do that? I've said it before, even with my book. Who's gonna read this? Even like YouTube or social media in general, I can't properly do what I need to do because it's like, who are you to do that? Who gonna listen to you? You supposed to be doing just the very thing you supposed to be doing, which is not doing anything for you and dedicating all of your time and all your energy to everybody else, because that's what I've always done. So this new chapter that I'm in my life, yeah, it looks messy, and I contemplate back and forth. Like, I don't want to show up on camera like everything is negative, everything's sad, feeling like I have nothing real to say, so I don't post nothing. Or not necessarily nothing real to say, but nothing real to show, so I don't post. All that stems from my childhood. Those are things that created this little monster in me to feel like I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough. And yesterday, looking at that table, it made me think, when I first started, I didn't feel like I was good enough. I didn't feel like what I was doing was a big deal. But now I know it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And I think part of me is afraid of that. A part of me is afraid to just be not necessarily responsible, but I don't want to mishandle my calling. I don't want to be the person that makes somebody go off into a deeper place or cause them more stress in their life. So I'm going back and forth with God about it. I know it's my calling. I really enjoy doing it, but I want to take care of people's hearts. So my business, yes, I make pretty candles. Yes, they smell really, really good. Yes, yes, they are amazing. Yes, I know. But the reason I pour so much love into them is because I want to get to somebody's heart. I want to get into somebody's heart. So if I make something nice and pretty, it opens the door for me. So I just wanted to do a quick reflection and a documentation of where I am. I'm just so grateful to God for, one, pulling me out that dark space. I was so lost. I was so sad all the time, and nobody ever knew, because I wasn't one of those depressed people that look depressed. I laugh all the time because I got funny bones, is what I say. But I'm just so grateful and thankful that I'm not in the same place that I was a few years ago. And I know that in the next few years, I'll be reflecting back on this moment, because I'll be so grateful that I'm not in this place anymore. Like right now, it feels like so much stuff is falling apart. And I feel like I'm getting numb to life in general, but I know it's all for the good. And the good thing about it is I'm so connected to God that I know everything that's happening to me is for a reason. And it's for something better than I can even understand or explain. So like the car not messing up, not one, but two. Both the cars in my driveway need repairs. Being behind on bills, not having enough money, not being able to spend enough time with my kids. Those things make me feel like my life is falling apart. But I know none of it is going to be in vain. Like, I know that. I've been in bad places before. And this, like I said, this journey here that I'm on now, things are so hard now because I'm chasing after something new. I'm chasing after purpose. I'm chasing after, not necessarily chasing after purpose. I'm walking in it. I decided to walk in it. So since then, all hell has broke loose. Like, I'm not kidding. So yes, I have sad days. Yes, I have moments where all I do is cry. But I know it's because I said yes. And I know it's because the devil knows what I'm gonna unleash in so many other people. And he don't want that. He don't want that. But I know if God is against me, who can be with me? There's nothing any devil can do to stop me as long as I continue to be faithful and obedient to my maker. I'll be okay. So like I said, I go through things, I feel the emotion. I get back up and I keep going. I don't ever want anybody to view my video as I'm defeated. I'm never defeated, okay? I go through things and I share it to help other people see that we all go through stuff. Like, everybody go through something. Don't let anybody on this planet make you feel as if they got a perfect life, because they don't. I choose to share. I choose to connect with somebody else by being transparent. And it's taken a lot to get me to the place where I can be transparent, because I never felt like I could. And the more and more I open up and the more and more I understand that this is for somebody else, but this is also for me too, the better I'm getting at it, the better I feel about showing up and telling my business. Yeah, y'all gonna see some good moments too. Y'all gonna see some good things too. But like I said, all bad things are not bad things. Me being on the train because my car is messed up, to me, I enjoy it. I finally get peace. I don't have that stress of driving in traffic. Y'all, I drive an hour and a half in traffic every day, to and from. With that time now, I'm sitting peacefully. I'm listening to a sermon. I'm reading a book. I'm jotting down new ideas. I'm editing things, doing things with my time that I just couldn't do. But it's when I realized that this is not bad. This is just another experience. So, but yeah, I'm gonna let it go here, because y'all know I can keep going all day. And I want to do, I'm starting to practice with live. I've been going live on TikTok a few times. I'll put my TikTok name up here. Just trying to get better with being on camera. Because for one, I am a perfectionist. And for two, I'm very private. And I'm learning the boundaries of protecting myself, but also being transparent, because it's my goal to really just change people's lives. It's my goal to help people see themselves in a new way. And I know the only way that that's going to happen is if I have to be present. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, that's all. Today's going to be a good day no matter what is happening. Always try to find the good. Even when things look bad, even when it feels like everything is falling apart, there is something good. I promise. Change the way you look at it, change the way you see it, and you can change your mind, and you will start to shift into a new creation. Trust me, because it's happened to me.